Hello. So, before we start with the video, I did want to say this is going to be labeled part 4. It's coming out later. The reason for that is because I ended up losing this video. I thought I could not find it for the life of me, and I finally found it. And so, if you want to watch it in order, I'm going to put it in the playlist in order. So, if you want to watch that all in order, you can. This is going to come out later and it's going to be confusing because of all the parts and everything, but you will see it's labeled part 4. I am sorry about that, but I do hope you enjoy. Please forgive me and enjoy the video. Thank you. And always remember I'm Jack the Mellow. And to keep it mellow. Bye. Uh, Hello and welcome back to Alan Wake 2. My name is Jack the Mellow. And we were on an adventure to look at all the optional stuff to try to find some clothes. Today's catch, a yellow perch and a mid-sized pike. Almost caught a light lake trout, but it gave me the slip. Saw an out-of-towner walking around in the woods just before sunrise. Had binoculars or a telescope or something. Taking notes, didn't notice me. Good, don't need the attention. Today's catch, just an old rubber boot. Some of the regular creepies roaming around again. Avoided them as usual. No one notices a quiet old fisherman, not even the fish.
There's something written here. A poem? Or a riddle?
One bird for light,
Reminds me of the nursery rhymes I read to Logan when she was little.
one bird for light, two for darkness, three birds for a fight, four for a struggle, five birds for injury, six for misery, seven for the ending, whatever it may be. Tip of the day: when nature calls on a hike, check the direction of the wind before answering. Observation: hikers have broken off branches of some of the trees down by the lake to make an illegal fire. Try to fix some of the damage, douse the area, maybe put up more instructional signs. I also found some tracks I couldn't recognize. Pretty big. A wolverine or footprints that were smeared. Either way, they were wandering around in strange patterns. Might be a sick animal. We need to keep an eye out. Research into the reality-altering effects discovered in the Cauldron Lake area utilizing fiction and art as a source, and then manifesting the results into existence. The FBC intent in this research project is to experiment with nursery rhymes, hereinafter referred to as fiction, in an attempt to recreate the condition under which the writing would become reality. The hypothesis is that there are two ways in which fiction affects reality, either by reflecting events that have come to pass but that are not known to their later creator, whose act of creation therefore becomes the catalyst for these past events, after which they serve as the source of their own inspiration, or by the fiction itself being the initiating force in its present timeline, using the creator as a conduit. In the experiment, we will create nursery rhymes with a specific function and then use the depicted dolls and symbols as needed, via a careful testing process with the purpose of the story told in the fiction manifesting itself in real life. A variety of combinations involving the dolls, symbols, and rhymes will be tested in order to collect a large amount of data with the hope that a pattern will appear. Methods will be adjusted in the testing with or will be adjusted in the testing based on our results. Witchfinder Station 2, Streamside 1, Cauldron Lake Rental Cabins 1.
Another one of those rhymes.
The hero, brave and strong, left home to right a wrong. From the woods came the wolf, so greedy and hungry that he ate what he found in the house without a host. The hero returned to find she lost the thing she loved most.
Another Alex Casey lunchbox?
Sweet. Obviously you're gonna succeed, or else you wouldn't be the hero. Duh. $18.
To Saga, with a heightened survival instinct kicking in, it seemed like she had just squeezed down the trigger of her pistol once, as the Taken was coming closer and closer, but the gun kept firing again and again faster than possible, like she was rapidly pulling the trigger.
The cult is leaving supplies around for themselves.
Six plus 2. And where's the other one? There you are. 7 minus 2. Okay, so 3 plus 3 is 6. 6 plus 2 is 8. And 7 minus 2 is 5. So, so 6, then 8, 5. Let's try it. 8, and then okay. So hold on. So 3 plus 3 is 6. 6 plus 2 is 8. And then 7 minus 2. Uh, 7 minus 2, which is 5. What's the order? Let's see. Okay, so it's rock, rock, tree. Okay, so rock. Let's see. Let's do 6, 5, 8. There we go. Are you one of us or one of them? Miriam and Matt. Thanks for the lovely hike. Patty came down from New York City and loved every minute of the trip. Laura and Bob, these past have seen better days. Kev, nice view you got here. Mr. Lockhart, may I suggest adding some nice rest spots along the way? From your friendly park ranger, hike and enjoy the scenery, set up your tent and enjoy a nice meal, relax. Don't chop down trees, leave your trash behind, be loud and obnoxious, start a forest fire, and remember, always have fun. We some more manuscript pages.
There's a rhyme over here.
A mother crow sits in her nest, guarding her babies, doing her best to protect her home from the beast coming to feast. But only a hero brave enough of heart can keep the two apart. So, crow. Nest, guarding her babies, doing her best to protect her home from the beast. From Alaska to British Columbia, Washington, Oregon, and all the way down to California, the Pacific Northwest area spans over a diverse range. Here you will find 59 threatened or endangered species of plants and animals, including the mighty orca and wild gray wolves. The Pacific Northwest region's ecosystem are wonderfully diverse. They include mountain areas like the Cascades and Olympic Ranges, as well as the dense forests around them. In the west, there are several islands and dry desert plateaus cover the east. Some of the common wildlife calling the Pacific Northwest their home are robins and seagulls, squirrels and otters, cougars and deer, coyotes and raccoons, salmon and blue herons. The marshes and ponds off this area host an impressive variety of fauna, but majestic trees like the black cottonwood, big leaf maple, and Oregon ash thrive in the wetlands too. It is truly the nature's lover's paradise. What? Let's go over here. Manuscripts. Okay. Case board. Cases. Gold stash. Lunch boxes. I'm still missing 2 more. Okay, so Witchfinder Station, Streamside, and Cauldron Lake rental cabins. So, let's see. So, let's check something. So, Witchfinder Ranger Cabin. Uh, FPS. There's a Waterfall Vista. There's a Cauldron Lake Campground. There's a Witch Hut. And Landslide. So,
More of those kids' lunchboxes.
I looked, I looked down at the rippling water. The moonlight danced over each and every little wave, a marching band of shimmering light, lonely and cold. I hugged myself inside. I thought of him. Then the surface of the lake calmed, and like a spectral surprise, he was there, his face smiling at me, reflected in the water. I looked up, not daring to believe it was true, but it was true. He was there, my love, my savior, my writer. I wasn't done yet. We still have to go on to this. This is what we were doing.
Something feels different. I should look around. A charm. Cute. That's not right. I have a weird feeling something's changed. What is this? Okay then. Oh shit. Another charm for my bracelet.
here. And then, let's see.
There's a
Over
rhyme
here.
over here.
Okay, so this one. A mother crow sits in her nest, guiding her babies, doing her best to protect her home from the beast coming to feast, but only a hero brave of heart can keep the two apart. So, let's see. Hero. Um, the crow. And wolf house.
Huh.
Okay.
Good job, Saga. Now keep moving. Another charm. Good thing Logan made me this bracelet.
Increased hand flare duration and area of effect. Alright. So, let's see. Found. Alright. Okay, so we got all that. Sweet. Then
More of those kids' lunchboxes.
alright. And now there we go. Sweet. Music. Okay. And then nursery rhymes. See. That stuff for it. That stuff. Need to look at something else real quick. Let's go to the map real quick. Need to look at this. And then I did it. Okay. Dr. Marymount and Dr. Marymount. Here is the promised update on the project's first experimentations. The test items used were plastic animal figurines, teddy bears, toy cars, baby dolls. The iconographic nature of the test items were hypothesized to be beneficial for these research purposes. Test results negative. I will continue testing with more advanced items and scenarios. No response from you is necessary. Okay. I have received your favorable review of my project proposal. Thank you. I need not remind you that academic remind you that my academic as well as recreational expertise in mythology, folklore, and writing will indeed lend the needed credibility to the project in both leading it and creating the testing material. Okay, and then I got something else. What is on my case board today? An email from the author of the rhymes, Dr. Eugene Campbell. Okay.
The FBC is definitely playing with things they don't fully understand. And that always goes well.
FBC created the rhymes research to see if nursery rhymes have power to affect future. Weird. Alright. Okay. You can stop getting intense with the music. For the most part, I think I'm out of danger.
You ready to go?
Mr. Wake, we're taking you back to our field office in Bright Falls. You can freshen up there, and then we'll talk properly.
Hey, Mom. Before you say anything, I'm totally fine. Don't freak out. Dad shouldn't have even texted you.
Logan? No one texted me. What's going on?
I'm totally fine. I slipped, that's all. God, it's not the end of the world.
Put your father on the phone.
Okay. Dad, it's Mom.
Don't worry, hon. Logan slipped in the shower and bumped her head. She has a slight concussion, but I'm keeping an eye on her. Lucky I heard her fall. She could have drowned.
Jesus, David. Why didn't you call?
I tried. It didn't go through. She's fine, really. But what about you? You sound stressed.
No, it's, just weird case, that's all.
Well, if you need a hint, my years of board game victories tell me Colonel Mustard did it.
I'll keep an eye out for him. Love you, Dave.
Love you too, honey. Want to say bye to Logan?
Just tell her I love her. Bye for now. Is there anyone you'd like us to reach out to, Mr. Wake? You've been gone a long time.
No. No. They'd be in danger. It'll come for me.
Okay, let's talk about something else. Robert Nightingale. Do you know him? You were both here in 2010.
The Dark Presence got him back then. That's the last time I saw him. 13 years. Oh, fuck me.
Tell us about the pages. You had what looks like a title page with you. Return. Is this the name of the story on these pages? The writer's name has been scratched out pretty violently, but your name can still be made out underneath.
Scratched out. Yeah. Scratch.
Did you write these pages, Mr. Wake?
I'm trying to remember. It's a crazy jumble, like a nightmare. It doesn't make sense. I remember. Tonight? Waking up in places with no memory of how I'd gotten there. It was out of control. I didn't need another mugshot in the fucking tabloids.
Good to see you, Alan. Great to see you. Welcome back to the show. Come on, sit down. Woo! Oh, man. It is so good to see you, Alan. This must be an exciting time for you. Tell me, does it ever get old?
So does what get old?
Publishing a new book. Are you okay there, my friend? You look like you've been cooped up in the writer's room for a few too many years.
This is exactly how I feel.
You know, I've waited so long to get my hands on the sequel to Departure. You left us on quite the cliffhanger. We've all been dying to know what "it's not a lake, it's an ocean" really means.
You and me both.
Well, our wait is over. Your new book, Initiation, hits the shelves tomorrow.
What?
That's exactly what every reader will be asking. This book is mind-bending. It's so cerebral. I mean, how would you describe it? An auto-fictional thought experiment? A horror story? A postmodern detective story?
Wait. This isn't right. I haven't written anything.
He's so humble.
Okay, you got me. Good prank, very funny. But yeah, sad to say, I've not written this. I'd remember if I'd written a book, right?
Or maybe it was written by your evil double. Well played, man! That is spot on! Playing the role here. Pretending the world of the book overlaps our own. That's very meta indeed. You see, Initiation tells the story of a fictional writer named Alan Wake, who is trapped in a nightmare, desperately trying to find the manuscript of a novel he has forgotten he has written. The book is set in New York, but it might not be New York at all. He is tormented by his dark doppelganger and guided by visions of a fictional detective he has written. That's right, Alex Casey is in this book as well.
I guess we'll just keep doing this the whole show. The joke's on me.
But isn't that what you sign up for with autofiction? No, but seriously, I found the structure of the reality you build in the book fascinating. It reminded me of The Matrix. I mean, the writer is physically in his writer's room, trapped there, and he projects himself out to this dark dream of New York through the story he is writing. Like astral projection. Did I get that right?
Yeah, that's exactly right. Go on. I should be taking notes here. This is great stuff.
Notes to that other Alan Wake in that room writing this as we speak? Are we all in your story, Alan? Wow. No, I wish you every success with your new book, Alan. I hope it's as successful as your best-selling Alex Casey series. Initiation hits the shelves tomorrow. After this, I'm sure we'll all be eagerly awaiting the culmination of this hero's journey trilogy of yours. A book called Return, perhaps. Yeah, thank you for one of the strangest interviews of my entire career, Alan. All this talk of meta-narratives. Half expecting to disappear once this scene ends.
Hello?
Oh, this is a weird one.
Losing it. Something's not right here. I needed to get home. To Alice. What the hell was that interview? Some kind of joke? Initiation? I never wrote a book called Initiation. This felt like a bad dream. Could make a good horror story.
Locked. Of course.
Old Gods of Asgard. That name sounded familiar.
Oh, I know where. If anybody's played the first one, that's where you know it from.
I was a mess. I'd never heard of this talk show or Mr. Door before. None of it felt right. Was I losing my mind?
My interpretation of many worlds, Dr. Casper Darling.
Hey! I think I've been locked in! Anybody? Fuck. Now I have to find the code myself. Great.
Maybe that's it. 665 neighbor of the beast. Let's try that. It's the only number I see. Did it work? Writer's room? So you have something different. Yours isn't called the case room, yours is called the writer room. Okay.
There was something in the studio with me. I had to get out.
Wait. One of the seals over here. Locked, oh, of course. 'Cause why let me adventure? Okay.
Waking up from the nightmare, I felt like a drowning man gasping for air. This place felt familiar. A ghost of a memory surfaced, about writing here for countless days. A plot board for mapping out a story. On the index cards, the nightmare that just happened to me. A summary of the story so far, but other notes as well. Warnings. I had written them. I couldn't remember what it all meant. The name Scratch filled me with dread. I could trust these words. I had to act on them. You must write to escape.
Waking up to a nightmare. Dirk plays trapped. You must write to escape. Part 1, late night. Read me. Beware Scratch. Alice.
I couldn't leave. I had to write more. I didn't remember much, but I knew my thoughts and ideas could manifest as reality in this dark place. I'd use my writing to project myself out of this room, like a deep-sea diver to go deeper and explore the depths of this prison for a way out. This room was my boat. Writing was my lifeline. I would start again at the talk show.
Thank you. Oh, you're too kind. Welcome back. We have a great show for you here tonight. Real treat for all you Alex Casey fans out there. Alex Casey himself is here tonight. That's right. Sam Lake, ladies and gentlemen. The actor who has given his face to the famous detective in the film series. And of course, we have Alan Wake here. The best-selling writer, the books, the films are based on. Let's do this! welcome back to the show. So, Alan, as the creator of the character, how do you feel about this?
Sorry, what?
I know it can be an awkward question with the man sitting right next to you, but I mean, how do you feel about him in the role of Casey? Does he look the part to you?
He looks exactly like I always imagined Casey to be. It's uncanny.
Thank you. That means so much to me. I'm a huge fan of your books.
So, what's the problem, Alan? Because on more than one occasion, you voiced your reservations about the adaptations.
It's not that. They're their own thing. They've gone with choices that are different from mine. I feel protective about my stories, and these adaptations... I don't know. I guess I just wish I could have been more involved in making them.
Well, in that case, you won't have seen this either. We have a clip from the new film, Murder Case Casey. Should we roll it, or do you want to say something first, Sam?
Nah, just roll it.
This city was an old scar that refused to heal. The rain made it fester. It needed the sun, but there was only the night. I was tired. Insomnia covered me like a plastic film. I was watching the world through a rain-slick window, my own reflection haunting the view. I was trying to track down a missing writer. My only clue was a table lamp, shaped like an angel. The only thing to shed light on this sordid mystery.
That's great! Murder Case Casey! Great job, Sam. Very exciting and very meta. I'm looking forward to seeing more.
Wait, stop. What was that about a writer? About a lamp?
Of course, we're back. That door's still locked. Five, 6, 5.
Ah, Lorraine! There you are, Tom. Oh, not so much evil that not a bit of good as well. Not one without the other. Good to see you.
Hey, I can't seem to find my way out of here. Can you point me to the exit?
No totta helvetissä. Of course, Tom. The work will instruct its maker. I was gonna get something from the basement for you, but you can get it yourself now. The more cooks, the worse the soup.
Have we met before? Are you trapped in the dark place too?
You remember Ahti, the janitor. You can't be lost if you don't worry about where you are headed. So don't worry, Tom. The sun will shine even into a heap of twigs. Just remember to turn on the lights. It won't take long when you get to work.
What do you want me to get from the basement? And my name's Alan, not Tom.
Ja, mutta katsoppa, a man, but a man with a tool makes two, Tom. Eikö niin? And a man with a tool can build his own exit. It's in a shoebox, in the basement where you left it. Safe as in the Lord's purse. Here's the key.
I've been trying to find a way to escape the dark place. Any suggestions?
He who mouths about his troubles is the prisoner of his troubles. It's not easy to get out. But don't you worry, Tom. The home is still there where the heart is. I often think about it when I mop the floor and look into the puddle. Water is the memory of the world. Water finds its way.
The janitor was a bit out there, but still a friendly face. I had to
Alright, looks like we have written more at the talk show. At the talk show, I had thought I was home in New York, but none of it had felt right. I was trapped in the dark place of Nightmare Beyond Our World. The writer's room was my safe haven. My writing affected what was outside. I was trying to write a story to escape this place. The story was called Intuition. With the story I wrote, I projected myself out to look for a way to escape. I had tried many times, failed. This place made me forget. Everything Door had said had felt true. Was that part of my writing, or coming from somewhere else? The dark presence was out there, haunting me. When it caught me, it killed me. I'd waked up here. I refused to give up. I started again. The talk show felt real and not real. Alex Casey was my creation, but now it seemed he had a life of his own. He mentioned a lamp shaped like an angel. The janitor seemed to know me, but he got the name wrong. Had I written him into existence? He said I had left something in the basement, a tool to get out. Okay.
An old lamp in a shoebox. Was this what the janitor had left for me? The lamp felt significant. A tool for bringing light to the darkness. I felt a magnetic pull between the lamp and the light overhead. Whoa! When the light jumped into my lamp, the whole room changed, like something in a dream. Opening a way forward, the lamp was humming. The bulb glowed. It held the light now. I felt another surge from the lamp. The glow in the lamp went out, shifting the light in the room. The light carved out something new from the darkness.
The Harry Garrett Show. Hold on. If that's the case, is this still... Yeah, it is. So...
The dark place wants to drown me. I'm losing myself. I have to fight it. I have to remember. The clicker. The light switch. I lost it, but I have the lamp now. The lamp the switch was cut from. This place is a nightmare. Not real, and yet more real than anything. The danger and the horror are real. It feeds off my mind. twisting whatever it takes into psychotic reality. I'm trapped here. I write to escape. I've tried this many times, written countless stories, forgotten how many. I keep failing, but I must keep trying. I use the story to dive deeper. Every word I write is a step forward on this spiral into darkness. I dive to the bottom to find the answer, the map, and the key, the compass. It's combined to form a door leading out. But how do you open a door that's not a door? At the bottom of an ocean that's not an ocean, and a lake that's not a lake.
Alright, so that looks like that's all the time I got for this one. And the next one we will continue on with Alan Wake and see how this dark place ends up turning out for him. But always remember that I am Jack the Mellow, and to keep it mellow, and if not to Jack that Mellow, and I will see you in the next one.